day on the Chicagoland Veterans Channel here at Meet Advisors. Today I have with me James Flagg, who is the president and co-founder of the Warriors Summit Coalition. So James, thanks for taking the time out today to talk to us. So we'll jump right into it. So to start, why don't you just give us a little bit about your background, time in the service, education, stuff like that, and then just kind of give us a rundown on what the Warriors Summit Coalition is, what it does.
Yes, sir. I'm James Flagg, born and raised in Chicago. I am a veteran of the U.S. Army National Guard, based out of the 2nd and 122nd Field Artillery on the south side of Chicago. My job was fire support specialist, or 13 Foxtrot for you military folks. And I was in that role for about 3 years until my unit got activated. And once I got attached to my active duty unit, I transitioned from the fire support specialist to what's called the S3 shop, which is basically the tactical operations shop of the U.S. military. After ETSing or discharging from the military in 2007, I completed my associate's degree at Richard J. Daley College in Chicago, and then transitioned into the University of Illinois in Chicago, where I completed my bachelor's degree in chemistry and Spanish. All while working on those degrees, this is how we formulated the concept and the ideas behind what is now the Warriors Summit Coalition.
Go ahead and tell us about the Warriors Summit Coalition, kind of where that started for you, and what it does.
Warriors Summit Coalition actually started as a small nonprofit organization here locally in Chicago. It was a group of 4 individuals who were experiencing some challenges on the University of Illinois campus with connecting with benefits. Once we realized that there were some pitfalls in the system as far as veterans connecting with resources or having their paperwork processed, we approached our administrators at UIC and said, hey, this is the problem we're having by delaying the process of certification of benefits. Vets aren't getting paid on time, which means they aren't paying bills on time. And if they aren't paying bills on time, you know what happens? You get light snowball effect. So that was affecting us personally as college students at UIC. So what we did as a group, we met with our 13 chancellors at our college campus, along with some of the other administrators and student vets, and we formed a task force which basically outlined those challenges that we were facing. And come to find out, we had close to 1,000 veterans on campus that, more than likely were experiencing the same thing. So the outcome of that task force was the idea of creating a centralized service point for veterans. No reason to go to, a financial aid office, which is 2 or 3 blocks away from, where the students are, to file the paperwork and then go 2 or 3 blocks away to connect with the certifying official. Unify all of those services between VA certifying office, financial aid, and student services to make that access to the benefits a little bit easier. And by doing that, we speed up the process, and of course we get paid faster, which means we can take care of and support our families a little bit better. Lo and behold, that was a huge idea on our college campus, and because of the impact that it made, we had an opportunity to work with, at the time, Lieutenant Governor Pat Quinn, who was transitioning into his governor's role, and he found our task force outcomes, and he wanted to adopt that as a state of Illinois law. So in 2008, the task force findings on centralizing veteran services actually became the Veterans Higher Education Bill of 2008, and in March 2009, newly elected or appointed Governor Quinn came to UIC and signed that bill into law, basically saying that every public university in Illinois has to have one central location where a veteran can get their service, whether it's creating a Veterans Resource Center or establishing a completely new office. There was no reason for a veteran to have to bounce around to go to connect with people to get their benefits, when the average college student can just come in one day and get everything done in one swoop. From that point, we decided that that we did a great thing, and we were connected with a lot of individuals who actually gave us an opportunity to host a TV show. And in doing so, we were connecting with a lot of fantastic organizations that offer services for vets. And through those interactions and growing that network, we realized that we were connecting with groups that not only supported us at our college campus, but could actually have some impact in the community. So right around 2009, after the bill signing, we approached approached the Department of Veterans Affairs, VHS Brown Regional Office, who was already hosting annual welcome home celebrations for returning veterans.
Mm-hmm.
And we asked if we could just partner with them to create more of a robust program in their welcome home by bringing in some of our nonprofit partners. And once that was approved by the Department of Veterans Affairs, that's what created the initial Illinois Warrior Summit, the one-stop shop for veterans by combining VA benefits, employers looking to hire vets, and educational opportunities for students, all in a family-friendly entertainment type of environment where we had, a number of musical acts playing. Some of the local sports teams, Chicago Cubs, Chicago White Sox, donated thousands of tickets to allow us to draw in more people. And from there, it was really just a ripple effect of positivity. At that point, we were still wrapping up college. I was going into my final exams, final projects, and preparing to graduate from college. And my plan at the time was still to go into pharmacy school, and that was still the plan until maybe around June of 2010, we got invited to Washington, D.C., where we were awarded the President's Volunteer Excellence Award for creating this national model. According to the individuals that we worked with, it was the first time that anybody decided to connect those three benefits, education and employment, in one shop, and we capitalized on it. From there, we came back to Chicago. We realized that we were doing something that was bigger than us, and we decided to grow this opportunity, and it's now become the Welcome Home Warrior Summit, which is a partnership between our nonprofit, the Department of Veterans Affairs, as well as the Department of Defense.
Okay. All right, so now that we've got a good background on what it is you guys do, and that one-stop shop for veterans concept, whether it be identifying educational opportunities, funding those educational opportunities, or finding gainful employment post-graduation. Walk me through a little bit of what you think is important, A, in identifying the right educational opportunity, and then B, seeing that through to completion. What are the challenges you think veterans run into in finding the right road and then staying on it?
Well, as you know, the obligation in the military service takes many veterans away from their families for an extended period of time. And after we return from active duty, if we don't already have employment in place, many of us go the college route. We have fantastic benefits with the Montgomery GI Bill and post 9/11 GI Bill, which pays us a stipend for going to school and completing our degree. And that's basically the premise. If you don't have work lined up, or if you're looking to get into a better position for yourself, our first point of contact is always, recommending college first. Go to school, get your degree. That way you'll have money for your benefits, and you're learning a skill which could, end up helping you achieve your professional goals. So the degree completion is a big point for me personally. Although I had an idea of what I wanted to do while I was in the military service. As I mentioned before, with chemistry and pharmacy, you need the proper degree in order to get into that program.
Right.
So my goal was to go back to school. Others, they may not have that energy or the inkling to go back, but I always recommend it because, one, it gives you a tool to not only help sharpen your skill set after military service, but that's something that a lot of employers look for when they look to recruit and hire vets. Have you been to college? Have you obtained any type of degree, whether associate's, bachelor's or master's or higher? And a lot of employers, they require a degree in order to, even get a look at a potential applicant. So that process, is pretty tried and true. If you don't have an employment opportunity, or if you're looking to better your employment opportunities, we always recommend completing that degree first, and then putting yourself into the job market.
Okay. So if you were gonna tell us, how you have given us great details on how the Warrior Summit Coalition works and what it does, and you guys are just in Illinois right now, is that correct?
We were just in Illinois up until maybe the spring of last year, actually right around this time last year. We've been hosting the Welcome Home Warrior Summits here in Illinois since 2010. And last year was the first opportunity where an outside agency, the Department of Veterans Affairs in St. Louis, Missouri, they asked us to come out and support their Welcome Home event. So we posted a number of events here, locally. But last year in September, we had the first opportunity to take our show on the road, to say, and we partnered with the St. Louis VA regional facilities as well as the Employers Support for the Guard and Reserve, ESGR, which is a component of the Department of Defense, to combine the employment opportunities and the benefit opportunities for vets in their particular market.
Okay. So what you guys are doing is very scalable.
Yes, sir.
And has the ability to expand. So do you have plans on this coalition kind of moving its way onto a national stage?
That was always a goal of ours. Once we got awarded from the president and we realized that more people outside of our circle were paying attention to the work that we were doing, and we saw the impact that it was having on not only the veterans but their family members and the communities as well. We thought it would be pretty selfish and pretty unfair if we only kept this locally here in Chicago, because we all know veterans deployed from many places around the country and they redeployed to many places around the country. And everywhere that the Department of Veterans Affairs hosts their Welcome Home event, it's really just a plug and play thing. You could drop us there. We can set up the resources, which actually bypasses a lot of the bureaucracy and red tape that the federal government has to go through in order to provide a really comprehensive and robust event. And this can be replicated anywhere in the United States.
Okay. Well, for everybody listening out there, you got a better understanding of what the Warrior Summit Coalition does and how they assist our veterans in their benefits, educational opportunities, and then post-graduation employment. So, James, appreciate you taking the time today to join us.
Appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to watch.